Naga Hospital Authority Kohima has discontinued its parking tag system following widespread public outreach sparking by a viral social media post. Deputy Chief Minister Yantango Peton inaugurated District De-Addiction Center at Chakitong Town in Wokha District. Department of Industries and Commerce clarified that application for PM Vishwakarma and Udyan registration are completely free of cost. 430 Abba Abhiyan Awareness and Saturation Camp was held at Longkipei village under Chare Block 27. Newland District Administration organized the third phase of the Dirty Abba Abhiyan Awareness and Benefit Saturation Camp at Kohagu village ground. Hello and welcome to Nltv English Primetime. This is Chanchan Kasar and now the news in detail. The Naga Hospital Authority Kohima has discontinued its parking tag system following widespread public outrage sparked by a viral social media post. The system introduced by address traffic issues was criticized for its unsustainable implementation and lack of proper training for parking tax collectors, particularly in handling emergency cases. The hospital's managing director acknowledged the system flaws, and after intense online backlash and growing public pressure, authorities decided to scrap it entirely. This move marks a victory for civic voices, highlighting the power of social media in bringing about change.
Naga Hospital Bahare, parking tax collect authorized.
Let's go back how we started. We were having lots of problems with the traffic, getting jammed, patients not being able to, emergency patients coming and their car parks here and there, not being able to access the emergency room properly. So some years back we decided, look, the best thing will be let's involve the colony people. They are very helpful all the time. Then we also said, we are very short of staff in the hospital. We cannot spare them like that. So we decided, let's rope in our Naga Hospital colony youth. They agreed. Initially we started, let's collect some parking fees, and then let's give it to the workers who comes and helps, and that's how no profit, no gain, but provide the service. So they agreed, and then we started. But then the collection was quite meager. It was not good, and then you couldn't sustain that arrangement, so they gave up. And slowly the traffic was increasing. So we decided, we were not aware that we are supposed to take a permission from KMC or this thing like that, authorization. Just as a Naga Hospital autonomous body, we thought, let's try to solve it. So we tied up with one person, 2%. I said, look, minimum you try to get something like a salary for your earning, for your efforts, and then you collect, and then you manage. That's how we would like you to do it. So they agreed. We have a committee, so we started like that. So initially for him also the traffic flow was low. So for that, somehow he was giving a good service. But I think last few months, or maybe last few months the traffic increased a lot. And then initially the collection was quite low. I think for quite some time it was 10 rupees. And suddenly when all the KMC and all are collecting, other places where we see, I think they were collecting 20 rupees. I joined only a few days back. So that's how I saw all those a lot. Then we have reviewed. So I think if you think that collecting 20 rupees for so much vehicle for so many years, no, I think that's view will be different. If there was some extra revenue coming, it will be only a few months. But it was the arrangement that he will provide the service, they will provide the service until maintain the traffic. But after seeing all these things, we have taken the decision, we have stopped the parking fee collection. And we have sat with the matron, our assistant mayors, we have pulled in staff from other departments, and then we have entrusted 4 of them, and we have made the head driver to be the in charge, and then from today they will take care of it, and then we have scrubbed the parking fees collection.
So from today, parking tax.
The District De-Addiction Center was inaugurated at Jogitong Town in Wokha District on June 21 by Deputy Chief Minister Yantung Opetong. The center aims to provide rehabilitation and recovery services to those battling addiction, addressing the growing menace of drug abuse in the district. With 10 persons currently undergoing rehabilitation, the center is expected to play a crucial role in restoring life and strengthening communities. The Deputy Chief Minister emphasized the need for collective efforts to combat addiction, citing Nagaland's ranking among the top states for HIV prevalence. He urged the community to support the initiative and utilize the center effectively to bring about visible change in reducing drug deficiency. The Department of Industries and Commerce has issued a public notice clarifying that application for PM Vishwakarma and Udyan registration are completely free of cost as per official guidelines. However, some private individuals are offering assistance with applications and collecting fees which is unauthorized. While applicants can choose to use this third-party service, no government fee should be charged for submitting applications. Citizens are advised to be cautious and report any unauthorized fee collections to the District Industry Center. Eligible citizens can access this scheme transparently without financial burden. For queries or grievances, the Department helpline number 84130 78294 can be contacted. The 4th Dirty Aba Abhiyan Awareness and Saturation Camp was held at Longkiben village under Chare Block Twensang, organized by ESC Chare Zurutso in collaboration with representatives from various line department, bank and post offices. The campaign covers 7 villages, providing essential service and raising awareness about government welfare scheme. Similar camps have been successfully conducted in other areas such as Kema village and Noyama, where residents availed services like Aadhaar update, resident certificate and health checkups. This scheme aims to ensure saturation of service and benefit in tribal villages, promoting exclusive development and social justice. The Newland District Administration organized the 3rd phase of the Dirty Aba Abhiyan Awareness and Benefit Saturation Camp at Kuzaku Village Ground on June 24. The camp covered 4 villages: Kuhaku, Hovishi, Hakishi and Hokuvi. ESC Newland Vitoka Yeptomi highlighted the camp's aim and objective, while various departments including agricultural, medical, horticulture and veterinary and animal husbandry provided information on this scheme. Chairman Kuhaku Village Council Poyo Zimomi thanked the district administration for delivering doorstep service. Similar camps have been held in other districts like Gadarbal and Mahashmund, offering various such as other enrollment, health checkups and awareness sessions. Medzifema subdivision hosted the Dirty Aba Jan Bhagidari Abhiyan Awareness and Saturation Camp on 21st June 2025 at City Center, Medzifema. The event aimed to inform tribal communities about various government schemes through participation from departments including medical, NSRLM, social welfare, agriculture, fisheries, horticulture, industries and commerce, food and civil supplies, CSC and others. A health desk was set up and free medical were distributed. The camp was supervised by ADC Medzifema P. James Wu, SDO Civil Salemla Sangtam and ESC Whitwell Kevo. It saw active participation from tribal beneficiaries across the village: Bunsang, Molvom, Mauva, Suchumma, Sefema, Fipema, Rosifema, Ferima and Medzifema, and involved HODs, NGOs, GBs, VCCS, VDBS, MTC and representatives from 32 villages of the subdivision. Dirty Aba camp raises tribal awareness in Medzifema. Dherti Aba Jan Bhagidari campaign and awareness and saturation camp on various government-aided scheme was held at Sorohoto town under Zanibodo district on 23rd and 24th of June. The campaign was being initiated by the Ministry of Tribal Affairs, Government of India and implemented by the district administration. On June 23, a National Awareness and Benefit Situation Camp was held at Changtongya Town, Mokokchung District under the Dherti Aba Jan Bhagidari Abhiyan. The event led by SDO Tuli and additional charge Changtongya Nukshimatong aimed to promote people's anticipation in government and ensure that all eligible citizens benefit from government scheme. The camp featured awareness drive on the spot enrollment and grievances redressal for key programs like PM Kisan, Ayushman Bharat, PMAY and Ujjwala Ayojan. This address SDO Nukshimatong has stressed the importance of public involvement in development and praised the initiative inclusive and transparent approach. They even drew active participation from village youth women group and Panchayat Raj members. Today, Nltv conducted a ground report and found several people sitting and even sleeping under the railway track, putting their life at serious risk. When asked, most of them said they were taking shelter from the heat and resting there to get some fresh air. Despite the danger, people continue to use the area as their resting spot. Authorities are urged to take immediate steps to prevent any untoward incident and to spread awareness about the potential danger of resting near under railway track. Reporter Moilong brings us a report on this. Let's have a look.
Train to yedi aha chakui dege apne andu yedi ki nimidi puis
এনে আমি কান গরম কারণে এতে ব্রিজ নিচেতে বয়ে আছে
juti apni kan inaga paw na chinak pa train ai shikuli to
ট্রেন এসে গুলো তো আমি কান যাই যাই যেতে নবয়ে
sai sabde manu to khumai se to apne hotai yedi inaga pui dege
তাই কান নাই বোধহয় নয় আজি লাগা আছে মই তো তাই কানে বয় তো বয় মানুষ তাই কান বয় লাগা তো তাতে পিছে वाला আছে দিও পারে আপনি কান তাই কানে তাই কান তো খাই কানে বয়
to aru agi dibi manon pui na se dan gi huti sawo apni bi ki nimidi pui si yede
কাম করতে আসে কাম করতে আসে
real trick to ki laga kam ase
এতে তো রেলতে কাম নাই আমার তো দশরা কাম আছে না দশরা কাম থেকে কানে রখি আছে ওইটা রেস্ট করি আছে
to race kroli jagai mon porta ase ki real trick bi to yadi race krese
আছে না অলপ ঠান্ডা আছে না আলাই এখানে
apni natural life ki risk ti rakhi ase
ঠান্ডা আছে কোয়া ঠান্ডা থাকার কারণে বহি আছে
to jaga to thanda ase shade ase na holi bi apni la life kane risk ase no hoy train to speed pa aha dam de apni jokom mushkili to
যখন যখন কোয়ার কারণে এত থাকা নাই তো গুছি যাব আমি এটাই গুছি যাব
acha da apni to kuti ba ase aru ki la kam kore
ডালাই করে বর্মা কেমতে
apni la khor kuti ase
আসামতে হয়
acha to apni perma kem de kam kori kushe to railway track te ita ki kore ase apni
এনেই বেড়াবলে আহিছে কি কৰিব কাম নাই আজি
to ito railway track te to train aha cha kore aru where is mon saule para isina ini iku sign bi nai achina tan do speed pa hi jawo to apni la life tricks ti rakina ki nimine apni railway track te poise
ওই ট্রেনে আইসে গেলে আমি খান যাবো তো চাই কিনা যাই যাব
kumo to khumaise
আমি খান ঘুমাবলে নহয় তো কোন নিশা খাই তাই ঘুমাবলে আছে আমি খান তো নিশা নাখাই না
aru apni la biche te to manon khumaise to takan to hotai naga khumai na kina ase
এতে বেশি মানুষ ঘুমাই থাকে নিশা খাই কিনা
train te aha dam di to apni amba dan ki othai di na dan jo indi alert no the
তো হরেন দিছে গলে তাই খালি উঠে যায়
to viewers ita aru amya la machu te railway te kam gram lady ekta bi ase to ai bi talo develop hota hoti kurisa acha to diti like apni the railway te kam kuri na to aru apni apni tikul de para shi kuma to khumaise whereas kuma to ini puise aru dan lo de hota hoti kram ne ta anba janai dishi that kurum nagawa yati kla hawa phal bawa puisi koida to apni la department khamari tahan ki ku warn kuri na kuri yati na na poibole
হয় ওয়ান তো করে না এইটো রেলৱে RPF লাগাবি ওয়ান কৰে এইটো সাইড হৈ কিনা থাকিবি গৈ কিনা না হ'লে বি তাইখান তো না মানে এনেকা সোমাই কিনা থাকে এইটোতো ৰিক্সি আছে এনেকা তো ট্ৰেকতে সোমালে তো ৰিক্সি আছে না তো এতিয়া তো সব টাইমতে তো গাৰ্ড দিবলৈ নাপাৰিব না কোন টাইমতে এনেকা বেছি অফিচাৰ খান আহিলে চেক ইন থাকিলে তো তাইখান কাই কিনে সাইড কৰে হ'লে বি তাইখান নামানিলেতো আৰু একো বুলি ক'বলৈ নাই না
তো চেকিং আহা দাম দি যদি তাহান ইনাকা থাকিছিল আপনি আনবি পেনাল্টিজ খান আছে না নাই
নাই এইটো চেকিন অহা টাইমতো তাইখানতো খালী কৰি দিয়ে এনেকুৱা চাইড কৰি দিয়ে না RPF খান আহি কেনে এতিয়া টাইমটোতো ট্ৰেকটো পূৰা খালী থাকে নাই ফাইনটো নলয় তাইখানতো চব পলাই যায় না ফাইনটো খুদ পৰা ল'ব
তাহান ইনাকা পুই থাকাৱা আপনি আন কাম কৰিলে দিগদাৰ পায় না নাপায়
এনেকুৱা দিগদাৰটো নাই মই এখন কাম কৰা টাইমটোতো চাইড কৰিবি ক'লেতো তাইখান চাইড হৈ যায় আৰু কাম নাথাকে
On 25th of June, the Investment and Development Authority of Nagaland will organize a free medical camp for government officers and staff at the IDN office, Capital Convention Center, starting at 10 a.m. onwards. The camp will be inaugurated by the Speaker of the Nagaland Legislative Assembly. Specialists from Medanta Group of Hospitals, Gurugram, including an oncologist, cardiologist, and general pensioners will offer private consultations, health screenings such as blood pressure monitoring, random blood sugar tests, ECG, bone minerals density tests, and pulmonary function tests will also be conducted. IDN encourages all government office and staff to take advantage of this health initiative. Nagaland to hold free medical camp for government staff on June 25. In Mariana, Assam on Monday evening, locals blocked the Dodar Ali Road to protest the death of Deepak Praja, a 25 years old tea garden worker, after a vehicle carrying raw tea leaves overturned near Kathalguri Tea Estate. The protest, blaming poor road conditions and tea estate management negligence, brought traffic to halt as stranded Nagaland Minister and BJP State President Temjen Imnalong, whose convoy was struck amid the agitation. Security forces and Taitapur sub-divisional officers arrived to calm the situation, but tensions remained high, highlighting ongoing issues faced by tea garden workers and poor infrastructure in Assam's plantation area. Authorities are working to resolve the crisis as questions arise about working safety and emergency preparedness. We'll now take a short break. Stay tuned, we'll be right back. Welcome back, viewers. Let's get back with the news. On June 23 in Mishikodo village, NSN seized over 1,000 kilograms of poppy seed after receiving intelligence about illegal transport disguised as Erican nut shipment. The seeds were stored without any proper license or authorized from the Central Bureau of Narcotics, violating the NDPS Act. The volume and lack of this documentation raised suspicions of black market division and illegal narcotic trade. The seized poppy seeds were publicly destroyed in the presence of village authorities and local media to prevent resale or misuse. No arrests were made as the action was preventive and aimed at protecting the community from narcotics trades while supporting citizen-led vigilance in a region with limited law enforcement capacity. A district-level committee meeting on water and sanitation under the Jal Jeevan Mission was held on June 23 at the District Conference Hall in Pek. Chaired by Deputy Commissioner Rosokto Ngure, the meeting reviewed in JJM project being implemented across 112 villages in Pek district. Pek is servicing 91 villages with 60% of work completed, while the Rural Development Department has successfully completed projects in 25 villages. The chairman emphasized the need for continued subdivision to ensure timely completions of all work. On June 23, the District Task Force of Immunization held a meeting at the Deputy Commissioners Conference Hall to review immunization process and plan better vaccination coverage in Mokokchung District. Chaired by Deputy Commissioner Ajit Kumar Verma, the meeting focused on providing immunization in hard-to-reach communities and strengthening coordination among health workers and department. Update on programs like Mission Indradhanush and the Universal Immunization Program were shared, highlighting challenges like vaccine hesitancy and cold chain management. Refresh from Education, Social Welfare and Information and Public Relations also joined pledging support for community outreach. The task force decided to move micro-planning, address low coverage and boost awareness ahead of the future vaccination drive. The additional Deputy Commissioner of Futsiro, Malo Homso, has informed law enforcement agencies about an advocacy training on the Cigarette and Other Tobacco Products Act 2003 scheduled for June 25 at ADC Conference Hall in Futsiro. The training organized by the District Tobacco Control Cell PEG aims to educate law enforcement officials on prohibiting tobacco products, advertisement and regulating their trade. All concerned agencies have been directed to attend the training without fail, highlighting the district administration's commitment to enforce tobacco control measures and promote public health. A block-level awareness and benefit saturation came under the Dhertiaba Janjatiya Gram Utkarsh Abhiyan was held at Chidima Village, Kohima Sadar on June 24 at Delivery Key Government Scheme directly to tribal communities. Organized by the Ministry of Tribal Affairs, the scheme offered services like Aadhaar registration, pension scheme, PM Kisan, Ayushman Bharat, Manrega, Swachh Bharat, Jal Jeevan Mission and others. Village representatives, officials and stakeholders participated, promoting efficient delivery of welfare scheme. On June 23, Kohima hosted the Nagaland Olympic Association Olympic Day Run at Indira Gandhi Stadium. The event held under the global theme Move, Learn, Discover Together for a Better World aimed to promote fitness, friendship and the Olympic spirit among children. A total of 162 children aged 8 to 12 participants in age group race ranging from 50 to 100 meters. The day started with BIB distribution at 8 a.m. followed by race flag off by Maran Paul, Senior Vice President of NOA. Kesito Sokro, Director of Youth Resources and Sport, delivered an inspiring speech. The prize distribution ceremony at noon awarded over ₹1 lakh in prize with closing remark from NOA officials. The event celebrated youth sportsmanship and highlighted the importance of an active lifestyle in Nagaland. A meeting was held at 24 June at Office Chamber of the Director, Youth Resource and Sports Nagaland to discuss the upcoming state-level pre-Subrata tournament. The meeting included officials from YRS Nagaland Football Association, the Tournament Technical Committee and referees. The tournament is scheduled from 30th of June to 1st of July 2025 at IG Stadium, Kohima. Winners of the ongoing inter-school pre-Subrata sub-cluster 1 and cluster 2 tournament played in Chumukitama and Kohima. In the under-17 girls and under-15 categories will compete at the state level. The state level winner will represent Nagaland at the 64th National Subrata Cup International Football Tournament 2025. Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma has warned against throwing beef near temples, stating it would lead to similar retaliatory actions by other communities, such as throwing pork near mosques. He called for a complete halt to sale and consumption of beef, emphasizing that allowing beef near temples today might lead to an unacceptable consequences tomorrow. Sarma also addressed land encroachment issues, offering dialogue with encroachers who submit formal application. Additionally, he accused senior Congress leader of hypocrisy, citing that alleged involvement in land encroachment and brick kiln operation. The CM emphasized that public figures should avoid making remarks sympathetic to Pakistan or Bangladesh.
সেইখিনিৰ ওপৰত মই কৈছে নহয় যে এই গো মাংস ওলাই থকা বিজনেছটো আমি বন্ধ কৰি দিব লাগে, নহলে কোনোবা মানুহে আকৌ গাহৰি মাংস দি দিব। সেইকাৰণে যোনে কৰে তেওঁলোকে এইটো বুজি পাব লাগে যে এটা মাংস যদি হিন্দুৱে বেয়া পায়, ইটো মাংস মুছলমানে বেয়া পায়। গতিকে মুছলমানে বেয়া পোৱা মানুহ হিন্দুৱে বেয়া পোৱা মাংস যদি মুছলমানৰ জাগাত আহে, তে মুছলমানে বেয়া পোৱা মানুহ জাগা বস্তুটো মুছলমান গাঁৱত আহিব। সেইকাৰণে এইবিলাক যুদ্ধ কৰিবই নাপায়। গৰু মাংস জাগাত থাকক। গৰু মাংস নামঘৰ মন্দিৰত আহিলে কোনবা দিনা নামঘৰ মন্দিৰৰ মানুহে গৈ মছজিদত গাহৰি মাংস ৰাখি দিব, তেতিয়া কি হ'ব? সেইকাৰণে আমি দুইটাই বিচাৰা নাই, না গৰুৰ মাংস ওলাওক না গাহৰি মাংস ওলাওক, এইবিলাক সব ভেজিটেৰিয়ান হৈ থাকিব লাগে।
We'll take another short break here. Stay tuned, we'll be right back. Welcome back once again. Let's get back with the news. The family of Raja Raghuvanshi, an Indore businessman murdered during his honeymoon in Meghalaya, plans to approach the Meghalaya High Court seeking narco-analysis tests on his wife Sonam and her alleged lover Raj Kushwaha. Raja went missing on May 23 and his body was found on June 2 in a gorge near waterfall in Sora. He had married Sonam on May 11 and travelled to Meghalaya on May 20. His brother Vipin Raghuvanshi believed a narco test could reveal the real motive. 7 people, including Sonam and Kushwaha, have been arrested and a special investigation team is probing the case.
देखिए, जिस प्रकार से अभी तक मैं सोनम के हिसाब से जो है अभी तक पुलिस द्वारा मुझे कोई जानकारी मिली नहीं है, तो सोनम राजा को मारा क्यों था, उसका मोटिव क्या था, तो इसी प्रकार से जो है अभी तक मैं शुरू से पहले से अपील करता रहा हूँ मैं, तो उनकी दोनों के नाकेड़े जांच होना चाहिए। इससे खुलासा बहुत अच्छा हो जा सकता है, इसमें परिवार कितना इन्वॉल्व है कितना इन्वॉल्व नहीं है, क्योंकि अभी तक मैं इनकी नाकेड़े जांच की हो नहीं पाई है। तो इसी के लिए मैं हाई कोर्ट जाऊँगा और शिलोंग में जाके हाई कोर्ट में अपील करूँगा जाके मैं इनकी नाकेड़े जाँच के लिए। देखिए, जिस प्रकार से अभी तक मैं सोनम के हिसाब से जो है अभी तक पुलिस द्वारा मुझे कोई जानकारी मिली नहीं है, तो सोनम राजा को मारा क्यों था, उसका मोटिव क्या था, तो इसी प्रकार से जो है अभी तक मैं शुरू से पहले से अपील करता रहा हूँ मैं, तो उनकी दोनों के नाकेड़े जांच होना चाहिए। इससे खुलासा बहुत अच्छा हो जा सकता है, इसमें परिवार कितना इन्वॉल्व है कितना इन्वॉल्व नहीं है, क्योंकि अभी तक मैं इनकी नाकेड़े जांच की हो नहीं पाई है। तो इसी के लिए मैं हाई कोर्ट जाऊँगा और शिलोंग।
Villagers of Bekim Modi in Upper Siang district, Arunachal Pradesh have raised serious concern over poor road construction work in their area. On June 23, they sent a formal appeal to Chief Engineer PWD after a joint inspection by local leaders and the All Milang Welfare Society's Vigilant Committee. The villagers say the road between Tati and CP Korang is built off the approved road with dangerous slope that may make it unusable for vehicle. They also reported damage to about 1 kilometer of the CP Nala irrigation canal built under PMKSY, which have irrigated nearby farmlands. Despite complaints to PWD Miriang, the officials deny any major problems, saying the road offers allow the approved plan and canal damage is minor. In Dibrugarh, Assam on June 23, a female doctor at Barbarua Hospital was caught on video misbehaving with patient waiting for treatment. The footage widely shared on media showed the doctor verbally mistreating patients, causing public outrage. This incident has raised serious concern about the behavior of healthcare staff in government hospital. Many locals, especially from poor and rural backgrounds, are demanding strict action and better monitoring to ensure respectful and patient-friendly treatment in public health facilities. In Kachar, District Court sentenced a former Indian Army Jawan, Pradeep Kumar Datta, to 5 years of rigorous imprisonment and a fine of Rs 20,000 under the POSCO Act for raping a minor girl. The convict, a resident of Baligat Das colony in Kachar, committed the crime on February 8 when he sexually assaulted a minor girl from his neighboring after finding her alone at home. Following the incident, the victim family filed an FIR at Silchar, Arunachal Police Outpost. After true investigation, a charge sheet was submitted and the case went to trial. After months of proceedings, the court pronounced its verdict yesterday, finding Pradeep Kumar Datta guilty. Tensions erupted in Telamara, Kowai District, Tripura following the mysterious death of 17-year-old housewife Rakhi Saha, allegedly due to medical negligence. Rakhi from Agartala was treated at a private chamber run by Dr. Tapas Kumar Sarkar inside Popular Medical Hall in Telamara Bazaar. After flood test, Dr. Sarkar diagnosed fluid in her lungs and treated her using a syringe to draw her fluid. Charging Rs 3,000, she was discharged but soon worsened and was taken to Telamur Sub-District Hospital, where she was declared dead on arrival. The incident sparked anger in Telamura, with locals questioning why such a risky procedure was done in an all ill-equipped private chamber instead of hospital. There were also allegations of greed and prior complaints against Dr. Sarkar. Tripura MLA Kalyan Saha Roy visited the site and condemned the incident, calling for strict action. In Assam's Kachar district, police officer Surajit Deka tragically died on June 23 after allegedly consuming gutka. Deka, in charge of Bihara police outposts under Katigor's assembly constituency, collapsed unconscious inside his official quarter. He was rushed first to Barakpur Hospital and then referred to Silchar Medical College and Hospital, where he passed away despite treatment efforts. Authorities are investigating whether gutka consumption directly caused his death. On the night of June 23, Shillong police from Meghalaya conducted an operation in Indore, seizing the CCTV DRV system from the residence of local property dealer Shillong James. James, who cooperated during the seizure, was earlier arrested on June 21 for allegedly renting a flat at the primary accused, Sonam, who remained under investigation. The seized footage is expected to provide important evidence to help reconstruct the timeline and movement related to the Raja Raghuvanshi murder case. Meghalaya police confirmed the DVR is now undergoing forensic analysis but have not disclosed further details. Residents of Krishnapur village in Tripura's Kowai district staged a road blockage on the Telamora North Maharanipur road, protesting repeated wild tusker attacks that have been ravaged home and claimed life. Despite repeated assurance from authorities, village claimed the effective action have been taken, prompting them to demand written compensation guarantees from forest and administrative officials. The blockade has halted vehicle movement, causing public inconvenience while officials engage in negotiation to resolve the situation. Today in Assam, the Jaginga-Lampu section of National Highway 27 was hit by a major landslide, causing continuous slope movement and forcing a halt to all traffic between Haflong and Silchar. The Deputy Commissioner urgently alerted the Assam State Disaster Management Authority seeking immediate technical help. Due to falling debris and unstable slope, vehicles have been stopped under the Disaster Management Act for safety, and efforts to clear the road are ongoing, but heavy rain and risk of more landslide make alternate road unsafe. Authorities have called for expert team from the National Highways Authority and Railway Authority to stabilize the slope and restore safe passage quickly. Flight operations at Delhi's Indira Gandhi International Airport have been severely affected since the night of June 23, with 48 cancellations reported across arrival and departures. Air India and Indigo faced the most disruptions, with Air India cancelling 27 flights and Indigo 15. Other airlines also reported cancellation. The disruption follows airspace closure in Qatar and Gulf countries due to escalating tensions after Iran launches missile attack on US military bases in the region. Other affected airports include Ahmedabad SVPIA, Thiruvananthapuram International Airport, Mangaluru International Airport, Lucknow's Chaudhary Charan Singh International Airport, and Cochin International Airport. India has suspended flights to the Middle East amid rising tension in the region, affecting thousands of passengers and causing financial losses for airline on Tuesday. June 23, Air India halted services not only on the Middle East but also to Europe and 5 cities in the US and Canada due to airspace closure. Air India Express and Indigo have also been impacted, with Indigo gradually resuming flight as airport reopen. Major hubs like Dubai and Doha remain affected, disrupting travel to Europe and North America. Other Indian carriers like SpiceJet and Akasha Air have warned possible flight disruption. The situation follows Iran's missile attack on US base in Qatar, prompting Gulf countries to close airspace, forcing many flights to be diverted. Airlines now face operational challenges and financial losses from this disruption. In Yaoundé, Cameroon on Monday, India handed over 1,000 metric tons of rice and essential medicines to help flood victims in the far north region of Cameroon. The ceremony was presided over by Paul Atanga Njai, Cameroon's Minister of Territorial Administration, and Vijay Khanduja, India's High Commissioner to Cameroon. The Indian High Commissioner said the humanitarian aid shows India's support for Cameroon during difficult times. It also strengthened friendship and cooperation between India and countries in the global south. This gesture reflects India's commitment to being a reliable partner to Cameroon and assisting those affected by the flood in 2024. In Utkarshi district of Uttarakhand, a landslide occurred on Monday, June 23, affecting Yamungtri walking road at Naukanchi. The incident left one person injured and others feared trapped under the debris. Local authorities immediately launched a rescue operation involving the State Disaster Response Force. National Disaster Response Force, police and administrative personnel to locate and retrieve the trapped individual. Israel and Iran have agreed to ceasefire plan proposed by US President Donald Trump, bringing an end to their 12-day war that escalated tensions in the Middle East. The agreement came after a series of intensive missile strike and airstrike, with Iran launching a final onslaught at the missile targeting Israel that killed at least 4 people. In response, Israel launched a blitz of airstrike targeting sites across Iran. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu confirmed Israel's acceptance of the bilateral ceasefire, stating that Israel had achieved its war goal, including removing the threat of Iran's nuclear and ballistic missile program. The ceasefire, which went on effect at 7 a.m., aims to halt the cycle of violence, with both sides warning of forceful response to any violation.
Well, we're not looking at that. We have many countries that are coming to negotiate deals with us, and they're going to be fair deals, and in certain cases they're going to be paying substantial tariffs. There'll be fair deals. As you know, I spoke this morning with the Prime Minister of Japan, and we had a very good conversation. They're coming. And I said, one thing, you're going to have to open up your country, because we sold no cars, like 0 cars in Japan, and they sold millions of cars into our country. They don't really take our agriculture, a little bit of it just to keep us slightly happy, but they don't take what they're supposed to be taking. So we have a great relationship with Japan. We're going to keep it that way, but they're coming in to meet, and other countries are coming in. With China, as you know, against my statement, they put a 34% tariff on above what their ridiculous tariffs were already. And I said, if that tariff isn't removed by tomorrow at 12 o'clock, we're putting a 50% tariff on above the tariffs that we put on. So they've gone for years. They've become a rich country because of people, again, that were in the White House that allowed this to happen. Hundreds of billions of dollars a year they'd make on us on trade, and it shouldn't be that way. And I have a great relationship with President Xi. I hope it's going to stay that way. I have great respect for China. But they can't do this we're going to have one shot at this, and no other president's going to do this, what I'm doing. And I'll tell you what, it's an honor to do it, because we have been just destroyed, what they've done to our system. You know, we have $36 trillion of debt for a reason. And the reason is that people allowed it to get that way. So we'll be talking to China. We'll be talking to a lot of different countries. And I think, you know, if we can make a really fair deal and a good deal for the United States, not a good deal for others. This is America first. It's now America first. And we didn't put America first. We put America last. The people.
Iran has hinted it may stop its military response to Israel if there is no more illegal aggregations against the people. However, Iran's Foreign Minister Saeed Abbas clarified in a post on Twitter that no official ceasefire or halt to operation has been urged upon. This statement came after US President Donald Trump claimed on June 24 that Israel and Iran have agreed to complete ceasefire, starting about 6 hours later, lasting 12 hours, which would mark the end of the 12-day conflict. Al-Garachi also set a deadline of 4 a.m. Tehran time for Israel to stop its action, but said Iran's final decision on ending military operations would be made later. Cricket mourns the loss of former Indian left-arm spinner Dilip Doshi, who died at cardiac arrest in London on Monday. Doshi played 33 Tests and 15 ODIs for India between 1979 and 1983, taking 114 wickets in Tests and 22 in limited over matches. He made his international debut in Chennai during Australia's tour of India, where he took 6 wickets for 103 runs in the first inning. He represented Saurashtra and Bengal in Indian domestic cricket and played country cricket for Nitin Grashmary and Taking a total of 898 wickets in his first-class career, the BCCI mourned his passing and expressed condolence in social media. That is all for Nltv English Primetime. For more news and update, keep watching Nltv.